What's up, everybody? It's me, Odio, and I'm here today to review Thunderbolts, the newest Marvel team up movie. Is it great? Is it terrible? Is it somewhere in the middle? Let's check it out. So, for this Thunderbolts movie, if you're familiar with the old Marvel comic lineups, this is definitely going to look a little bit different. We don't have Hawkeye and Hulk and some of the other names there. No, we have like an MCU type Thunderbolts team, and they're honestly just named that in the movie because of a soccer team Yelena played on when she was a little kid, and Red Guardian was her dad. Okay, so we got a different roster here. Where did they come from? Who are these people?
Wait a minute! Who are you?
So the first couple people we're going to see is going to be Yelena. She's from the Black Widow movie. Red Guardian, also from the Black Widow movie. And Taskmistress. We get her as well. She's also from the Black Widow movie. All three of them are from that movie. So there's a big contingent from there. So if you've seen Black Widow, a lot of these are going to be familiar. And of course, these are kind of the cast-offs that got collected by Valentina at the end of those movies. And also we get John Walker, who's like a faux Captain America. He was in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Same thing. Valentina comes and gets him kind of at the end of that one as well. And then we also get Ghost. Yes, Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp in like 2018. What? Random callback here, but glad she's here. She actually has some pretty cool powers. We also do get the Winter Soldier Bucky. He shows up in this movie too, and I'm pretty sure he was on the original Thunderbolts line. So I mean, hey, there you go. It's a pretty good crew. They're all from different movies, but they're all kind of mashed together into this one here to form a team. Well, how does the team turn out, you may be asking? Well, so we have to get all these Thunderbolt characters together. So when the movie starts off, we're following Yelena. And yeah, I've heard a lot of people say this movie's about mental health. There's definitely some mental health stuff in it. Yelena's pretty depressed. She says she goes from job to job, killing people, murdering them, coming home, getting drunk, staying home alone until the next job. And she's starting to get kind of sad about it. She misses the old family she had with Red Guardian. She doesn't really have anyone in her life. She gets a pretty cool fight scene at the beginning, although I gotta say, they did a better job with Scarlett Johansson when she fights against like giant men, making me believe she could beat them. A couple scenes in this. Yelena's still pretty awesome, though. She is a Black Widow, but a couple moments I was like, wow, that dude seemed huge. Like, why would he go down to that punch? But you know what? She's a specialist, so that's totally fine. But she's kind of the lead of the group here. So throughout the opening of the movie, we realize that Valentina is actually getting impeached, and she doesn't want to get impeached. Valentina DeFontaine wants to stay the head of the CIA. I keep calling her Elaine from Seinfeld, but I'm just going to call her Valentina. So she realizes that she's had all these guys going off and doing Black Ops missions for her and stuff, so she needs to clear up loose ends. So they've got like a deep underground vault where like a lot of the secrets are kept that she's supposed to be monitoring. So what she does, she has a plan. Her plan is to trick all of her Black Ops assets into going down into the basement and then killing each other. So that's her plan.
Not a great plan.
I did find it pretty interesting though when they all get down in the vault. Like Ghost is there to kill Taskmaster, Yelena's there to follow Ghost, and they're all there kind of. And John Walker was there; he was supposed to follow Yelena, and they're all kind of there to kill each other. And as they're fighting down there, you get some pretty cool fight scenes right out the gate. Them going at it with each other. You see Ghost disappearing and reappearing and stuff, but they kind of start to slowly realize, wait a minute, what's going on? We all work with the same people. Except Ghost, she doesn't get the message. She just blows Taskmaster's head off. I guess she's the best operative. She was the only one that was successful. But then they kind of look around at each other and like, wait a minute, why were we all sent just to kill each other? Were we all spies? She was saying we're all stealing secrets. Yelena kind of looks around like, hold on now, what's going on here?
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
So once they realize something ain't right, they decide to all join up together against Valentina. And then there's a pretty big scene at the beginning where they have to kind of escape from the vault. But during one of the fights, Yelena is smashed against a box, and this guy just pops out of the box. He's like, hi, my name is Bob. The character looks, I honestly had no idea who he was. I hadn't seen any spoilers or reviews. So I did not know who this guy was. He kind of looked like Bob from Reboot. Remember that guy with the hair and stuff? And Glitch and stuff with the Matrix? Anyway, he's not that Bob from Reboot. He's a different Bob. But they think he's a civilian. Oh my God, we get one hilarious line. John Walker's like, well, I don't know who this guy is. We shouldn't trust him. Let's throw him back into the fire. And Bob's like, aren't you Captain America? It's like, why are you such a jerk? It's pretty hilarious. But one thing we do get into pretty early on in the movie and throughout the movie, every single character definitely has some emotional baggage, some things going on they got to deal with. None of them are having the best life, and a lot of them have a lot of regret and things like that. And you get a lot of scenes, flashbacks showing the problems in their life, but the whole team basically has emotional issues.
Stop it. Get some help.
But just getting into the characters here, we do get Bucky as the Winter Soldier here. Now, if you've seen Falcon Winter Soldier and a couple other things, you know that he's now a politician. He's no longer just Winter Soldier. But in this, of course, they get him to come back. Oh my God, Bucky has the coolest entrance scene later on. He like flies in on a motorbike. He looks like the Winter Soldier again. He's shooting off those little from Falcon and Winter Soldier, and also from the Captain America Winter Soldier, those little pods that blow up cars and things. He flips a car over with his robot arm.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Bucky's done really well in this. He's not in it enough. He feels more like a side character, but I love all his scenes. Red Guardian's just the big, dumb Russian who's adopted American values, wants to be a superhero. He thinks that's what fulfills him the absolute most in life. He's comic relief. He's kind of the heart and soul of the movie. He just wants to do good. You really like him. Oh my goodness. And they even throw in a Santa joke later on. He is Santa on Violent Night. So like, who cares about this Russian Santa Claus? I was like, yes, nice callback.
Nice. 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 Nice.
As I mentioned earlier, we also get Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp, and like she's one of the only characters. She has legit powers. Like she can like phase in and out, go through walls and stuff like that. The movie works really hard to nerf her powers. They have this sound wave thing blocking doors at one point. She tries to go into a car like from the Matrix. Remember the Matrix when the guy would like phase out then be in the car? She tries to do that, but they've even got these sound things on there. So her ears take a beating throughout this movie, but they kind of have to, because with her power, she can solve like a lot of the scenarios. And she's also got some past trauma, but we don't get a lot on hers. But if you've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, you kind of already know what's wrong with her. Then, of course, we got John Walker, the failed Captain America. He's got the super soldier serum. He committed the crime of killing an evil terrorist who had killed some people and one of his friends, that monster. And he comes off this whole movie just like a jerk. He's very serious. He doesn't really listen to anybody. And he's not doing well mentally. But yeah, he just comes off like a jerk the whole movie. I guess that's what they're playing him into there. But I would like to see him have some more moments. But he has a pretty good arc. By the end of the movie, you're kind of rooting for him. And then, of course, Yelena, the Black Widow, she's kind of the leader that ties them all together. So this little crew, when they finally do get out of the vault, and like it takes a while, actually. A lot of the beginning of the movie is spent in that vault and them getting out of there and working with this random guy, Bob, the civilian, who we don't know who he is or what he's doing there. Why was he in that box? He doesn't seem to know. As the story goes on, we realize this is like an ex-meth head who like was given an experimental drug, and they thought he was dead. So they were just throwing him out with the rest of the trash. Valentina didn't even know he was alive down there, but he was part of the Sentry program. As soon as I heard that in the movie, I was like, oh wait, this guy is Sentry. It was pretty cool though, because as we're getting everybody's backstory, later on, like Bob, ends up being Sentry, he has the ability to kind of like make people see their worst memories and like just relive them over and over again. And later on, they go into Bob's head to help him. He even has a moment where he's like the chicken, like the chicken from Family Guy with the sign. He's trying to attack people. He's like, I was on a lot of meth back then. It was rough.
Oh, crap.
Totally awesome. But we kind of learn as the story goes on that Bob has two sides to him. Sentry is one side, and when he gets like really sad or something like that, or to be fair, I'm not sure if it's like when he gets really sad. He has like a kill switch in his brain, and Valentina tries to kill him later on, and he gets really sad, and he just becomes almost like a shadow type character, like a limbo, where you can just see darkness in his eyes, and they call him the Void.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, definitely be careful about this guy's emotional damage. It can cause some serious problems. So as the Thunderbolts escape, they go up, they try to find Bob, and they do realize he's invincible. He flies up in the air at one point. Like, Sentry's kind of like Marvel's answer to Superman. He even dyes his hair blonde in this. Valentina says it was her idea. And he actually wears the yellow suit and stuff. So he definitely looks like Sentry when they get him in full costume. What's pretty interesting though is even later on in the movie, Valentina says that Sentry's going to be more powerful than all the old Avengers combined, and they're like, he's going to be like a superhero for the ages. And then when the Thunderbolts finally catch up, they try to save Bob. They catch up to Valentina when they realize she's betrayed them all, and she's like, "No, no, it's okay. Sentry works for me, and as your first order of business, I want you to take care of the Thunderbolts." And it's pretty hilarious because even after hearing all that, the Thunderbolts are like, "All right, let's take this guy on." Oh yeah, a bunch of random heroes with super soldier serum and stuff. Yeah, you're gonna fight Sentry, one of the most powerful guys in Marvel.
I'm planning on dying tonight. What are your plans?
Yeah, that is not a great plan. Kind of looks like when Superman gets resurrected in Justice League, and then all the Justice League tries to take him out, and he just easily stops them. That's what this looks like. Sentry is so far above the power levels of all these characters, and he's got like psychic telekinesis and stuff. He just destroys them all in like no time at all, no time flat. So they can't do anything to really hurt him or stop him, and they kind of run away down an elevator. And then we get the whole God complex Sentry. He's like, well, if I'm the power of a god and nobody can do anything to hurt me, why should I listen to you or anyone? I'm the greatest, which is kind of why Valentina shoots that kill switch to kill him. And when she does that, like everything goes black and he gets back up because he's not dead and he's now the void. And he's like this black evil being flying in the sky. And he's just like casting shadows and like sending everyone to this weird shadow realm where they have their own like trauma box where they sit in like a little box and relive their worst memories over and over again. It's wild. But yeah, Yelena seems to kind of figure out what's going on before any of the other Thunderbolts, so she sort of just walks right into the shade. She's going to try to reach Bob. They had kind of a talk earlier on down in the vault where they kind of became friends a little bit, although she did say, "You can't trust me, you can't trust anyone," but she wants him to trust her, basically. So she goes in there and sees what's going on with all of this and realizes Void is just super duper sad. He's just depressed, and that's why he's going around sending everyone to a shadow realm, making them relive their worst memories, because I guess he's constantly reliving his worst memories. And she wades through a whole bunch of them and ends up going to a fight trying to stop him from basically from being Void and destroying everyone in the city. All the other Thunderbolts eventually get in there as well, and they have a nice final showdown with Sentry and the Void in Bob's mind. And of course, as we saw earlier, they can't do anything to Sentry. They can't physically stop him. So what do they have to do? Oh yes, the ultimate in all of comic book and Marvel combat. They must hug and love Void to death.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yes, indeed, and that does work. It sort of gets Void to go away, and it just leaves Bob. I didn't talk about this earlier, but Bob is played by Lewis Pullman, and I gotta say, he does a fantastic job. I thought his performance was stupendous, and I am looking forward to seeing him in future projects. I totally believe his character, like a recovered meth addict, not confident in himself, is afraid he's going to do bad the whole time. He's worried about the void, depression taking over and stuff like that. But overall, basically, the Thunderbolts is a Marvel team-up action movie with a whole new crew. They've got challenges to overcome, both mental and physical, a giant villain to fight at the end, and an overarching evil in Valentina that will continue forward. It's a great time at the theater getting to know these characters, seeing what they're going to do, how they're going to react, and you get a nice combination of all the different things at once in this movie. So honestly, it was a good time. And yeah, after the movie kind of ends with a hug, we get a little bit of a follow up and a wrap up and whatever. But that seems like it's pretty much it. They go after they go after Valentina to get their final revenge, and she puts them all on camera. And then their name changes. We're no longer the Thunderbolts. They're going to be the new Avengers. Wow. Although really, Sentry's the only one with powers. The rest of this crew is sort of villainous. But yeah, that's how it ends. Overall, not too bad of a movie. For Marvel especially, I think this is a pretty big improvement over their last couple of projects. Overall, I would give the Thunderbolts an 8 out of 10 on the odometer. It's a solid movie, good team up, some pretty decent action, some good emotional moments, and I love the new character Bob, and it pushes the story forward. So if you're looking for something pretty good to go see at the movie theater this weekend, I think Thunderbolts is a pretty good choice. And have you also seen Thunderbolts? Please let me know down in the comments what you thought of the movie as well. But thanks so much for your time, guys. Really appreciate that. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. And remember, everybody, stay out of trouble.